Hello, that's Golden. I'm sorry my camera's so weird right now. I'm at an odd angle and I couldn't get my camera stand to stay in one spot. I wanted to come on before you saw this video that I'm doing for two reasons. First of all, this is not art or craft related. It's actually a social issue. And secondly, I would like you to remove any children that you have in the room because there is a graphic display picture that is displayed, and it's the reason why I pulled over to ask if they could take this picture down. And then you get to see what transpires after that. But my whole point on wanting this picture to come down, and I'm not going to tell you right now what it is, because if you have children in the room, I ask that you just remove them, and then if you watch this and you think it's okay, that's one thing, but I really don't want any kids to see this. So, please take them out. But I wanted to get this gentleman to take down the poster because basically this is a pro-life group in the name of God who is protesting outside of a woman's clinic down by my hematologist's office, in which I get injections at. It is the clinic that I go to deals a lot with cancer, and there are a lot of people that are traveling past the women's clinic to get there, and they have cancer and they're literally fighting for their lives, and sometimes their families come with them, and it's also behind Thunderbird Hospital, and there's families coming and parking to visit family members that are in the hospital for a multitude of reasons, and children see these pictures. And I'm a mother of 3, and even though my kids are older, I don't want my kids to see these pictures, and it's not because I'm trying to shelter them from real world. It's because first of all, it's giving out false information, and secondly, it's just graphic, and I mean, I might as well take my 13-year-old to a shoot 'em up movie, so that's where I'm coming from. That was my point. And so the backstory to this is I'm driving down after my injection, coming back actually I should say. I am behind Thunderbird Hospital, which is off of 59th Avenue and Thunderbird on the back road, and I see a guy picketing, and I see on a car a sign, a picture of a baby's head that's been severed. It's graphic. And then on the other side of the car, and you're going to see it because I'm going to show it, is another picture of a baby. And so I just rolled down my window and I said, hey, I'm a mom. I could have kids in the car. Can you please take down the sign and replace it with something else? He gave me a gesture in the name of God, I'm sure, and proceeded to put his earplugs in and pick it back and forth. So at that point, I pulled into the women's clinic because it's gotten so bad down there that they actually have to have escorts for women going into the clinic. And I would just like to tell you, if you're not familiar with a women's clinic, that's like 2% of what they do is abortions. The rest of it is, women's exam, birth control, is checking for STDs. It's a place of resource for women to go. So, and I am pro-life. I am. And that's another reason why I'm so angry at this, is I am pro-life. However, with that being said, I don't think that people who find themselves in situations to get an abortion are in a good place. I think that they're desperate and they're sad and there's something going on in their life. And I would rather walk up beside a woman, hold her hand, love on her, and talk to her about what's going on, what options she has, and provide her with some real help, not only for herself, but also for the baby. I'm not going to do that by picketing with a sign of a dead baby, basically accusing the doctors and the mom who's making this choice that they're a murderer. I can't do that. And you know what? And if any of you out there are in a situation like this, I hope that you do reach out to me. You can send me a message on Facebook under Beth's Golden. And even if you decide to go through and have the abortion, I want to walk with you through that. I'm not going to judge you. I'm going to love you. And it really irritates me when people who claim that they're Christians act like this. And so what you're about to see is me having a confrontation with this man. And I'm not going to tell you that I acted perfect, because I didn't. I was heated, I was mad, and I was passionate. And I did not act perfect. But it happened. And the message behind it, I think, needs to get out. And so I really hope that you watch this and don't show your kids. And that, we can all show compassion towards people who find themselves in desperate situations instead of judging them. What else I find interesting is that the guy gave me a pamphlet of a place that women can go, but he gave me the one that's in Spanish. So that says a lot to me. Clearly I'm an English speaker, but that doesn't change the fact that the name of the clinic is the same, as is the phone number and address. So I'm going to post all that information down below, and whether you want to call them and tell them that, how they're going about this is offensive to you. If you would like to call the Glendale, Arizona Police Department, because there is a city ordinance, I believe, that does not allow those kind of pictures that were demonstrated in this, feel free to. At one point, a police officer is driving by, and the gentleman protesting, tried to flag the police officer down, and the police officer waved. The guy wanted me to go away, and I wasn't, and so I think that's what he was doing, and I wasn't a threat. So he wouldn't give his name, but the place that, if there's two things you can do with the information I'm about to give you off this pamphlet right now. If you're a woman in this situation, you really do need help, this is an option for you. I'm sure you can go down there and get help. However, I would probably go to the women's clinic that is by you, because they can also give you help, and that's not necessarily an abortion. They probably have excellent resources for government help and places to get you hooked up if you need to, and whatever. They have those resources, and they're wonderful. That's not what they're just there for. So step on in to get those resources. But if you're more comfortable going to, I believe this is a religious affiliated link, the guy told me he's Catholic and he's doing all of this in the name of God, then by all means go check them out. But I am going to post the information for you. The phone number is 602-269-3131, and that is who this gentleman was representing, his phone number. The clinic is Life Choices Women's Clinic. But this is the pamphlet, and it is in Spanish. I'm sure that my son, who speaks Spanish, can translate if I cared to have it translated. I don't. I think that the guy knew he was being videotaped. I made it clear. I told him I was going to do it before I did it. And he did this so that I wouldn't put it up. But, oh well. So anyway, I just wanted to give that preface for you. If this isn't your thing, I understand. Please click over and skip it. But if it is, yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. And if you're against what I did, that's you, that's fine. Any kind of open dialogue on this would be good. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. And let's just remember to be kind. And I'll try to remember next time maybe to lower my voice.
Hey, and you can say whatever the hell you want.
For years doing this.
That doesn't make it right. You've been here for years. What's your name?
I'm not telling you.
Why? Are you a Christian? Are you too afraid to say your name for Christ?
Christ knows my name.
Oh, yeah, you're a big man. Not even able to say who you are.
You don't have to know my name. You have no reason to know my name.
I have no reason to know your name, who's judging women who have to find themselves in this situation?
If you want to come here on a Thursday or a Sunday, you will see me or some of my colleagues.
And who are those colleagues, may I ask?
I'm not going to tell you any
Yeah,
names.
because you know that what you're doing is wrong.
No, what you were doing
What
is wrong.
I'm doing is wrong?
Yes,
When
yes.
I'm saying another fellow Christian is sitting here judging women?
I'm not judging.
God came here.
I'm helping.
You're
Look,
helping?
there's a cop.
You're helping? You're not
Talk to him.
helping.
Talk to him.
I'm going to talk to him.
Talk to him.
Yeah, come on over. Oh yeah, he's real worried about me.
Well, he's not worried about me either.
Might be on to fight something
They
real.
drive by here.
What are you, retired?
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, well you know what, maybe if you had a vagina. And are you also the one who, when the mom decides to have the baby and is sitting at the shop and her baby's crying and she's trying to get groceries, you're judging her about how she can't keep her baby quiet too?
You're totally wrong. You're totally wrong.
I think you're wrong
I don't
too.
do that. I'm not judging anybody.
You're so wonderful and self-righteous.
No.
So you're
I'm a
okay
Catholic.
with...
I'm a good Catholic. I'm doing what I should do. I'm trying to save babies. You know how
Oh
many
yeah,
babies
that baby, that looks like you're trying to save baby and horrified children
You
who are
know-
driving by.
Do you have any idea how many babies have been murdered since 1973?
Do you know how many babies were murdered in the back of a van? Do you know how many
66
people
million.
were murdered in the back of a van?
A lot less than what they tell you.
No, there's a lot more because they
It's
can't
in the
come out. They have
hundreds.
nowhere to go.
It's in the hundreds.
They have nowhere to
They
go.
shouldn't go anyway.
What should they do when they find themselves in this?
Child.
And who supports
Their
it?
child.
Where do they go? To the church so they can have a scarlet letter?
They can help.
Yeah, what's your name?
The Catholic Church can help.
So he's Catholic, but he
The
won't
Lutheran
say his
Church can
name.
help. The Methodist
But he
Church
can claim
help.
Christ.
The government itself can help.
The government
So
can
don't
help.
You be judging
Right.
me. You are judging me.
So what? You're judging everybody. I
No,
don't care.
You're wrong.
As a woman and as a Christian, it makes me sick. And Jesus went into tables and he flipped them when he saw things that angered him that were righteous. You need to be ministering to the women, showing them what to do, helping them and loving them. Not this. You should have a sign that says,
not
"We are here to help."
We're not ministering
You're
to idiots
disgusting.
like you.
You're Oh, now I'm an idiot?
Yes.
And that's not judgmental? Is that
You're
something?
showing yourself to be an
Is
idiot.
that-
I can't help but
Oh,
tell you
is that what
you're an
Jesus would say?
idiot. He would
What?
condemn you for
You think he would?
advocating for this.
You think he would condemn me
For
for saying
advocating
loving
for this?
women
Yes.
and loving people who have themselves in a situation like that?
This is a woman.
No,
This is a woman.
no.
Yes. Look.
That's not a
Female.
woman. That's a baby.
Female. It's a female baby. It's a woman.
We don't want a physical altercation.
I'm not going to get physical with him.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come back over here.
Okay.
Call the police or whatever you need.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Take another picture next to this.
Why don't you get next to it and smile and wave? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the coward who can't say his name, but he's a Christian.